Keymo Homefriends, we're back. We're talking about fatherhood. Daddies being in kids' lives. What do you guys feel?
Moms as
what do you
well.
guys think? How can a man be better? How can a man do better? Give me some examples of your thoughts.
From MAMI.
Leading the way, providing, being the man of the house. You're supposed to lead. You're supposed to be our biggest support.
Mm-hmm.
And you're supposed to set us a good example, and we're gonna follow you, and we're gonna you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're a good leader, then I'm gonna be a good leader. We're gonna make a great team.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that having a bad dad is worse than having a no dad. I would rather have no dad in the picture than have a abusive, shitty one.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's
that.
way more important.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
I think
I would
the
so
dad's
much
the-
rather have no dad than a shitty one.
No, I'd rather have a shitty one.
No, I
Yeah.
disagree.
You rather have a shitty one?
Yeah.
Tell us why. I want to know.
What?
Oh, well, I had a shitty mom.
Okay,
But the evil's gone, finally.
okay.
At 26
So
years
if you have a
old.
What
shit,
about the dad,
let's
though?
say you have a good
Fatherhood,
mom, though.
right. Okay,
If you have a good
fatherhood.
mom, would you rather have no mom no dad or a bad dad?
A bad dad.
Even if you have a good mom.
Yeah, because naturally a dad is supposed to teach you things, and if he's
But
being
what
a
if all he
dad,
does is traumatize
if he's
them?
being a terrible father but still teaching you life lessons that you need to know, I'd rather have that than no structure. Because I didn't have structure. So
So
But what
was
I
it-
want structure.
But what if he has no structure?
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm
he's-
saying. Like
I'd
a
still
shitty-
rather have him.
what?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because he
I
would
mean,
have
that's a
taught
really
me what I
interesting
need
take.
to know.
But what if he doesn't? That's what I'm saying. Like, what if he's so
Still.
shitty? He does not teach you what he
You
needs
just
to
want
know.
to have
All
him
he
say
does
you
is
have a dad.
traumatize you and wow.
Yeah. I'd still
So you just rather have that?
I'd rather know than not know about my dad. I'd always have a chip on my shoulder if I didn't know my dad.
I'm not gonna lie, I do have, because to me, I never really had my dad, so that's why I have a chip on my shoulder now.
Thank you.
And the reason I'm a great father now is because
that-
I made a promise to myself when I was 13,
Yeah.
I would never be like him.
Absolutely. That's awesome.
Like I really promised myself at that age, if I ever had kids, I would never be like my dad.
Never treat
Eagle,
them the way that you
beautiful.
were
Him and my
treated.
dad.
Yeah.
He's that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His dad, my dad's junior.
Mm-hmm.
His dad was
Do you
that
think
way.
you'd look at it the same way if your dad was in your life? He was just a piece of shit?
I don't know, because I can't really say, because I know me not having my dad in my life. Like, like you go to school and you see the kids go to school and they have their fathers walking them to school and
Daddy-daughter
and
dance
it's
and all
like
that shit.
it was
yeah.
me and my mom, me and my
Exactly.
mom. So it's like that's why I have so much respect for my mom, is because like my dad called me on my 18th birthday when he was about to die. He was like literally about to die. And it was like my sister was like, "Your dad want to talk to you." I was 18. And I'm like, "What?" And he picked up the phone and he said hello, and I was like, I literally said, "Do you know what a dad tone sound like?" And he was like, "What?" I hung up.
Yeah.
I didn't care. He was dead.
Yeah. He's been dead to you for so long.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you telling me I'm sorry I wasn't there, or
Don't matter.
like I don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why like I go so hard for my kids, because the promise I made when I was 13 that I would never be like that.
Yeah.
Like my kids live in Georgia, you know what I'm saying? And I live in Florida.
Yeah.
For 17 years I drove to Atlanta every single year, back and forth 4 times a year.
I still do.
You know what I'm saying? Just to see my kids, to bring them down, to take them back, to bring them. Like I did that. That's why my kids are in my life.
Yeah.
Because the promise I made when I was a kid.
You put in the effort. And
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, like I said, having a dad would have been cool, but like having no dad made me turn out to be the person that I am.
It made you stronger.
You know what I'm saying? So everyone's
Something to say.
different. You know.
Yeah, I changed my mind. Everyone has daddy issues, myself included, because you guys, he did give us up.
Yeah. My dad was in my life
So
the
he
whole
gave
life,
you guys up.
and
He
I still
gave
have
us
daddy
up?
issues.
You felt like he abandoned you guys.
That's why I'm saying I changed my mind and that everybody has daddy issues, yeah?
Yeah.
Deep rooted right now.
But then, is he
Wow.
alive? Then he tried to fix it.
My mother's had Lots of husbands and boyfriends.
Okay. But you said your dad and your mom are now back together dating and working it out.
So were they okay? Quick question. So were anyone
the
like
oldest?
close to you?
Three brothers.
Did any one of your stepfathers like came close to playing that role?
The twins' dad.
Okay.
Okay.
Were
So
the
he showed
twins
you the love.
before you?
No, they're 10 years younger.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he
He's
was
still my
there.
stepdad, and I have
You
a
still love
cousin
him like
through one of her husbands too that is
Mhm.
still my cousin. Yeah,
That's
Alana Walker.
Oh, okay. I know
He's
her.
my cousin, baby.
But through your dad now being
your dad was always
alive,
there, right?
you
Oh, I
met
became
more
tough.
people
Yeah, you
and
got a
you
good dad.
learned
I became
more.
tough
Okay.
as
Not a good
nails,
dad,
and he
but-
is my favorite person nowadays.
That's good.
He's just
He
there.
bought us a beach house because he wasn't there.
Oh.
There you go. There you go,
But-
Eagle. He bought us a beach house because he wasn't there.
I know. He makes an effort to try to be in your life.
Not really.
He posts on Facebook sometimes.
That's not really much effort. That's 2 clicks.
Yeah, we don't talk.
But if you have a living parent, right, and they wasn't in your life,
I wish he did more. I wish he was an actual dad. I wish he did more for me. I wish he brought some emotions or something
Yeah.
to talk about other than calling me up and talking about what labels wanted me, who I worked
oh my
with.
Lord,
Like literally.
yeah, that's not good.
That's all he talks about. I'm a show off. I'm a trophy. Like,
That's not good, yeah.
I always try to tell people this. I don't try to tell people how to fix their relationships with their family member. But I'm gonna say this to you guys, right? 100 years from now, right? We all are gonna be dust.
Yeah, dust to dust.
Whatever you own now, someone's gonna own it.
Yeah.
So whatever you have now, far as vehicle, that's gonna probably be at a junkyard. So I always try to tell people, like, it's very difficult to like fix your relationship with a family member or a father, but if you can, this coming from someone that didn't care from their about their dad. But as I got older, I've fixed some of my family issues because, like me and my sister, we didn't talk for like 10 years. I went and I fixed that issue because I'm starting to realize, like, sometimes we're not gonna be here for long. So holding a grudge or not talking to someone, like,
It's not worth it.
people don't understand. When you fix a problem in your life,
Forgiveness.
you become free.
What if they done something so bad that you don't think you should
Trust me, I understand, but it's nothing that can be so bad unless it's rape.
Yeah, what if
That's
What if
so.
it is?
Yeah.
What
What,
if
if it
If
is?
you're gonna come in, come in.
Okay, what if
What if
Sit
it
down.
is?
Yeah,
Sit down.
because
Okay.
you,
Come on, we talk
Yeah.
about daddies.
okay, so what if I have a family member whose father raped them and their son from 4 to 7 and then taught his oldest son to do the same thing to him.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
that's
that's-
And now he's
That's
fucked. This is why I
unforgivable.
didn't want to talk about it because
It's unforgivable.
no,
It's
it
gotta
is
be-
unforgivable.
Yeah, that's unforgivable.
Yeah.
It is
That's-
unforgivable.
Remember-
That shit is not okay.
Remember, I said
Yeah.
rape.
Unforgivable.
That's something you
It's
can't.
not okay.
Well, we forgave my mother's father.
That's messed up.
We did.
That's messed
His
up.
dad did it to him.
You shouldn't have.
No,
You
I
shouldn't.
will never forgive this person.
I will
Well,
never forgive
he's
somebody
dead.
that does that.
He's long dead
Oh,
now.
why?
Good,
So-
rot. I'm sorry.
I-
Oh my god,
Oh,
that's
I had that
that's so
attitude.
messed up. I'm so sorry.
No,
I
I
had
know
that
you can say that
attitude
about your
for a
family
long
member, but at the
time.
same time, I meant
No,
that.
I
meant
had
that.
that. I'm glad he's dead.
There's
feeling
no
for a long time.
excuse in the
Good,
world
yeah.
to rape your own child,
There's
whether
no
it's male or
excuse.
It's
female.
no excuse.
At any age.
It's so messed
Especially
up.
starting at a toddler age. No, like
That's
no,
disgusting.
No, like,
Yeah, I
that's-
would not to be. I can't forgive that.
I would kill
this is
somebody.
why I didn't want to be in this conversation.
I would
Because I
catch
can't
somebody.
talk about what
No, you don't need to get into details,
Yeah.
but we get.
Oh, I'm
We
not.
do
I'm not.
appreciate
We
it.
get.
not,
We get.
not going
we get
into
what you're
detail.
saying.
Yeah.
But
What I'm saying is like that situation is not okay ever
Yeah.
in any world.
Once
in
you're that
any
person,
time
you're always
period.
that person.
Hey, Eagle, I got something to say.
okay.
You asked which one of my stepdads felt like
Mm-hmm.
the stepdad.
Yeah.
Don't say the one that did.
No, it's because he saved me
Oh.
Oh.
from that same fate. He sure did.
Good for him.
Damn.
Awesome.
Yeah. I would love him
dope.
forever.
I feel like that happens
I really
a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
I feel like a lot of people more. I feel like at least 3 out of 4 have been raped.
So many.
Okay,
It happens to
I'm going to ask a question.
No,
I'm going to ask a question that's very difficult.
Probably
Okay.
more
It's very
important
difficult.
statistically.
Shit.
When situations like that happen in a home where an individual is being fondled or raped,
Well, I didn't know.
why
about
is
I
it
wasn't
so?
even in
Why
the
is it
state.
so difficult for the young lady or young guy to go to authorities to tell a mom?
Manipulation.
You know what?
They
though?
make you feel like you can.
People
Power.
Has
are
that,
trying to make
has
you
that
feel
ever
like
happened to you? For
Mm.
real.
No, okay, but
It's so hard. You
but
don't
when you go
understand
to
until you're
authorities
there.
and they don't do shit,
They don't do shit.
Mm.
then
It makes
they
you
don't
feel like
do
shit.
Nothing.
They make you feel like you did
No,
something.
they're like,
Yeah,
oh.
exactly.
Mhm.
No.
Also, the
it's
person
bullshit.
that does it will make you
And
feel
I'm
like
sorry,
that.
Florida's one of the worst states like to
Mm.
even be accused of that because
Okay.
Yeah.
I hear
And you
that.
know what?
Yeah.
Sometimes your mother doesn't believe you.
Yep.
Yeah, I've heard.
That's
I've
very
seen that a
personal.
lot.
Yep. So why go talk to somebody
I'm
if they're not
sorry.
even gonna listen to you and
No.
believe you? Like you're coming to tell them something and
Nobody
you're supposed to
deserves
confide in
that.
them. But I mean, I went through it too as a
The
kid.
evil's
Like, and
gone
it's,
from her body.
I mean,
It's a scar that's gonna be
Finally.
there
it
for.
happens to a lot of people, and I mean, I didn't tell anyone because the person told me that he would kill me if I told
Mhm.
someone. And I really thought he fucking would.
Yeah.
Like,
They make you
So,
believe shit
I
that
was
like you
really-
can't.
I
Like,
was honestly like scared to tell because he would always be like, "Well, I'll know if you tell someone."
Mhm.
Like
yeah.
the mind
Manipulation.
I can tell when you're lying. Like
You okay
oh,
over there, bro?
it's bad. So
You like in deep space.
This is definitely something that he feels strongly about.
Oh no, I want him to be involved. though.
Natalie's
You know what I'm
talking.
saying?
you're good.
Okay.
No, we're good.
No, I'm just asking him.
Continue. You can come back.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fine. Continue.
No, we're good.
No, but
Cause
No,
I'm-
I was listening.
I know because the reason why it's like I said, forgiveness is like I said, some things.
are unforgivable.
Yeah.
There you go.
I
You're
fundamentally disagree.
unbelievable.
That's
Everything is forgivable, and that's the
No, it's
fundamentality
not.
of
No, it's
Jesus.
not.
No.
That's not.
No,
No.
it's not.
That is not.
So
We all
let's
disagree
let
with
him
that.
speak his mind
All right.
So yeah.
because everybody else spoke their mind.
I don't know. I was raised in an atheist family. But I ended up deciding when I was like 12, 13, I think, when I started gaining my own consciousness that I wanted to go to the church down the road. It was literally like not even a block away, right down the road. So I started going to church. I started learning about Jesus, God, reading the Bible, figuring out what they preach and what they know is what their guide is, basically. And I understand some of it, and I believe some of it, and some of it is just I can't put my whole belief into something like that. So I'm not gonna say that I believe.
You're not alone. You're not alone because I'm gonna sit right here. I don't strongly believe in the Bible.
Yeah.
I don't.
I
And
believe
the
it should be
reason
good to
I
people
believe
and-
there is a higher being up there.
Absolutely. There's someone
Agnostic.
watching over
It's actually a flying
You're
spaghetti
agnostic.
monster.
Yeah, but the thing about it is the reason this is my personal opinion why I don't believe in the Bible is because
It's written by man.
We're not even
exactly
gonna talk about the Bible. In
It's
front.
by
I
man.
have so many
And
opinions.
Men sin.
Men
Men,
are the
women,
original
everyone
liars
sins all the
in
time.
life.
Exactly, they sin.
I
And
read the Bible.
If the
front
Bible
to
is
back.
true, then everyone sins. Then that
There you
means that
go.
the
That's
people
why-
who wrote the book sinned.
and everyone's gonna
Yeah.
even if something was done a particular way, someone is gonna or push the line.
But I put myself into that situation,
Mhm.
and I wanted to learn because it was right down the road. I had some friends. I had, whatever. My grandma's a Catholic. I went into Christianity.
I was forced into a Catholic church by my mom.
Yeah.
I had to go to Catholic.
I went to Catholic
I
a
went to
couple
Catholic
times.
school.
I went to
I'm
Christian.
not Catholic.
I was Christian
Mhm.
for the most part. I went to a Christian school, and my original birth father, I don't know him at all. He still hits me up to this day, telling me he's sorry and he
So-
wished
Same
he
thing with
never
you.
did what he did.
Mhm.
When I was
You know.
listening to you say that, I was like,
Yeah, it's
He's a person that I believe is somewhat unforgivable, but I'm kind of in the middle because me and my older sister were both toddlers. And what he did and what we described was unforgivable.
okay.
And you shouldn't be allowed to do that to somebody. And what I believe is that those people should either be put to death or, something like that.
y'all?
Like in prison?
Cut your dick off straight up.
Still?
Straight up.
If you
Because
rape somebody,
you make the
pretty
conscious decision to fuck.
What the fuck?
If you make the conscious decision
Yeah, I wouldn't
to
talk to him at
sexually
all.
assault a
Kid.
toddler,
Yeah.
I wouldn't
You
talk
said-
to him at all.
you are not a fucking. You don't have.
You're not a
you
human.
don't have.
You don't
have
deserve
morals.
rights. Person.
You do not
You don't
have
deserve anything.
a
any
conscious
respect.
being in
Exactly.
your head to let you know that is
Nothing.
not what you're supposed to do.
Nothing.
You're
No
fucked
matter
up
if it was
person.
passed down, because guess what? It was passed down generation from generation.
It happens.
It was done from his father to the next to me.
You know what's crazy?
And it was
You
passed
breaking that
on.
generational
You know what's
curse,
crazy? Everyone
That's
up here has
amazing.
dealt with a particular situation. Like even
Yeah.
when I was younger, my mother used to take me to the babysitter.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't a man; she was a woman. It was I was like 5 years old.
Women do it too.
So
What's up?
this lady was literally in her 60s trying to take my clothes off.
That's
What?
disgusting.
Like real
Women
talk.
do it too,
Mental
and it's not
illness.
talked about enough.
So
It's gross.
It's horrible.
and the crazy, I had nightmares until I was 13 about it.
I'm so sorry.
I used to go to sleep and I used to see this lady in my dreams every freaking night.
I'm so sorry.
And one day I just woke up and I was like, no more.
Good for you.
Did you ever have
Yeah.
anybody else step in as a father figure?
My mom had some cool like stepfathers, but
Yeah.
No one stuck around.
not one guy stuck around. He was really cool, like, but the relationship wasn't really like.
Yeah.
You know, he was like my stepdad, but it was like I didn't talk to him. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like when I talk to my kids now, I really talk to my kids about life,
Yeah.
about wrongs and
Connection.
rights.
You're
Like,
close, yeah.
you know, like so he didn't talk. It was like it wasn't like that.
Surface
bro.
level.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
wasn't like that. It was like that's my mama's boyfriend.
Exactly.
Deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like listening to you guys. Like some things are unforgivable.
Mm-hmm.
Like if someone touched my daughter, bro, like I would go to jail. Like
Yeah.
I would
Straight up.
literally go to jail.
Straight up.
I'm murdering him.
No thought about
Murder.
it. No thought about it.
Like I would literally go to jail.
Done.
He's meeting
Wait.
somebody.
If you
Like,
ever want to
yeah.
get out of a
Over here.
prison sentence, call a white girl.
If you're gonna come over,
If you're gonna if you're gonna come sit
Come
down.
on.
No, I'm
But
just
the-
saying.
the
look,
reason
you
I
want to get
asked
away
if
with a
you
crime,
ever-
call a white girl.
The reason I asked.
My friend and I started
Yeah.
talking about making
But that's-
t-shirts.
that's-
The reason I asked if you ever had, anybody ever step in and
Yeah.
feel like it was a father figure is because after that, the whole situation, I had another father step in, which
Yeah.
was my younger brother's father.
Okay.
And before that, my mom and him had in a relationship,
Mhm.
and then she left him for my father,
Okay.
which he did what he did to us.
Mhm.
She went back to my younger brother's father.
Uh-huh.
They had him, and then for the rest of my life, I had to live with him.
Okay.
And after the resentment for someone basically stealing your bitch,
Damn.
and then you get her back,
Mm.
and then now you have a kid of his offspring.
Yeah.
Damn.
The resentment and the trauma and the physical abuse and the emotional abuse that you go through
He
is
treated you
absolutely
like shit
insane.
because
So
you were the offspring of.
exactly.
the
So
other
he was
guy.
a good father in a sense, and I believe that, and I still kind of resent myself for the fact that I don't really want to talk to him.
Mhm.
Never
But-
resent yourself. Ever.
Why?
But
Why
you
would
should.
I?
No,
wouldn't
never
talk to him.
resent yourself. What are you talking
I know
about?
more about this situation
But I'm
than
just
anybody,
saying
and
I
I would
resent
want
Yeah,
to
but
talk
that's
to
how
him.
he feels.
For both situations, as in
Yeah.
like my biological father still hits me up to this day on my phone, but I don't want to talk to him.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't know if it's just my mom telling me something in my ear. What if it's my mom feeding me something in my ear?
do you
And then
have
again, my
memory?
stepfather, they went through a divorce, and my little brother's going through that right now while he has a kid. Mind you, I told you he was 13, he had a baby. She's going through a divorce at the same time that he's having a baby.
So what if
Yeah.
he realized his wrongs and he's really trying to fix it?
Who?
Would that
My
like,
biological
yeah, your
father or my
biological
stepfather?
father?
No.
Like, would that ever like?
Again, rape is unforgivable.
No, I'm saying
Yeah.
would that like kind of like
Gorgeous.
like would that like kind of like what word I'm looking for? Put you at ease in any type of way?
As in,
You,
like,
I'm not saying
him
I'm
trying
not
to correct it.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
a good
saying
question.
you're gonna be buddy with him but just him like let's say he went and found
Spiritual
God.
ease, yeah.
You know, some people find God in life and
They realize
they
that they're
realize
wrong.
like, man, I really was in a bad place in life and I want to fix this.
Yeah.
Because if he constantly calling your phone, maybe he just wants you to hear that.
It's not constant, but
Like once a year.
He just wants you to know, like, bro.
On my birthday, he texted me when I turned 18. He was locked up since I was like 5 years old, so he was locked up for my entire life. I thought that my stepfather was my biological father for the rest of my life.
So if he's been in prison, he's really like, he's thought about this.
He was already charged with that shit.
Yeah, he's thought about it. Like, he's thought about this.
He was already there, and he got released, I don't even know, a couple weeks before I turned 18.
Dang.
Which means that I am legally allowed for him to contact me.
Okay.
Because I'm 18
For
years
your
old, I'm an
weakness,
adult, he can
so-
contact me now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that.
He's contacted me before, and I mean, there's always like I don't know if I was propaganda. I don't know if I was lied to. I don't know what the whole story was. I mean, he was locked up, so obviously something wrongdoing was done. If something was proven, I mean, cases are false all the time as well. But I'm just saying that if he's trying to right his wrongs, I feel wrong for not letting him try to do that. But then again, I want to know the truth as well. But I don't know. I'm stuck in the middle.
You're just not ready right now.
Yeah, type shit. So I'm kind of just like, I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't even just associate with it because, like, just like something like this. Like, you know, I've always thought about doing something, going out and catching pedophiles and shit like that. I would do that for a living. I would go out every day and try to link up with a motherfucker who's trying to fuck a little kid, and I would.
Unfortunately, a lot of times they never get caught.
Just like my mom, she went through the divorce. She's with
caught.
another man. Just like I said, she got the ring,
That
the
guy
tattoo
done
and shit.
Yeah.
Nobody
Piece
ever
of shit.
believed.
I've already put hands on him before because he was on some wild ass shit. She's
It's-
still with
it's-
him to this day.
Yeah, it's very hard, man.
It's just crazy.
When we deal with this stuff we call life. Like I said, my dad, I was in the same boat. I did not want to, because I feel like this. If you're alive and you're not reaching out to me, you don't love me.
Yeah. Why are you doing it when you're dying?
Exactly.
If
But
you
it was
didn't
like
do it when
18,
you was alive
it was
alone.
almost like, you know, like 15 years apart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
It's very hard for like you.
he can't contact me, but like, now is the time he can. But it's like, I was already fed some information, so I'm kind of confused on if I should.
That's the difficult part you're gonna have to deal with because you don't know if someone's feeding you bullshit or lying to you.
I'm in one of those predicaments where I'm just kind of stuck.
that's
right
cold,
now.
man.
But I'm just saying, like, my father figure was already a piece of shit. The next father figure who stepped in line was also a piece of shit. He abused me for the entire rest of my life until I was 16. I moved out of the house, got my own apartment, did my own shit.
So you basically was like, I'm gonna just, you know what?
I had to get out of the situation myself. At that
That's
young
what I'm
age.
saying. Basically, you
grew
had to
up
like
way
grow.
faster
Yeah,
than I should.
you had to grow up as a man.
So I never got my childhood. Basically, it was kind of
Yeah,
just like
that's tough, man. That's tough.
no
It's-
details, but like it was
Yeah,
absolute. No one should have to go through what I was.
When you don't have your childhood, that's bad, man.
And it fucks you up.
It does.
bad
It does.
for the
It
rest of
does.
your life, too.
It does. It makes you grow up fast, and it's like I don't know. It's I don't know, bro. It's like I said, me. I just hope maybe y'all can mend it. Maybe it's too late. I'm not saying that's up to you, but
If the circumstances are right, you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
there's two sides to a story always, and I'm just stuck. Like I said, I'm stuck in that predicament, and it's just like it is a sensitive topic, and you know.
But I just
It's
I just think one day maybe you should hear his side. I'm not saying like I said, you just should hear what he has to say.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Even if you don't
That's
agree,
what I'm
just
thinking.
hear it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna do something to you.
Yeah.
Because just
It
hearing
may
him,
heal something in you.
yeah, it might. That's exactly. It
Yeah.
might just heal something. It might be something you've been waiting on since you were.
But
was a
I
kid.
also want to run the ones with him. I'm not even gonna lie. I want to run the ones with him.
Maybe he's
As soon as I see him,
maybe,
I want to run the ones.
maybe he's
Beating
calling
his
you
ass.
to tell you that let's run a fade. You know.
Exactly. Before any explaining goes down, I want to run a fade with him, and then he can explain.
Yeah.
Because it's already that.
He's
deep.
not gonna win that.
Because
It's,
like you
it's,
said,
it
it's
is that deep, yeah.
He's not gonna win that fight because there's too much anger there.
for the
Yeah, exactly,
entire life.
exactly.
I've only really put hands
Yeah,
on
but don't put
people
yourself
who
in
deserve
prison
it,
for
as
it,
in
though.
like people who have put hands on women, people who think they're above. You know, they've got that masculine structure.
Yeah.
That's the only time that I've ever really gotten into a physical altercation besides like, you know, people hating on me or whatever.
Yeah, I'm not a big. 'Cause
I hate it.
I don't like bullies.
No,
That's me.
absolutely not.
That's my thing in life. I don't. even when I was in
Abuse,
school.
bully, all that.
Yeah, when I was in school, I never liked the bullies. Like
Me either.
I don't like people that pick on people.
I got suspended
either.
because
Yeah,
somebody was picking on an autistic person, and I'm
not gonna sit. That's why I'm so tough on the Palestine situation, because I don't like. I don't like to see
killing
that.
is wrong
Yeah.
in general. You should.
Yeah, I'm not a big proponent on that. Like I say, it's just I don't know. That's just the way. This was really good.